journey for 4 years. I started March 2015, and just like Heidi, I also was a former educator. If you know any teachers, we had to make some extra money. So my why was simply to start and make a few extra $100 a month. And this incredible journey has afforded me the opportunity to retire myself from teaching after 15 years. And most recently, my husband as well. Okay, I go ahead. You're right, no excuses is just that, no excuses. And that is something definitely that we heavily implement on my team. No excuses. You know, things happen in life. We can't always fold and fall at the first opportunity in time something does not go wrong. I can't sit here and say that my whole business has failed just because I lost a customer. My live wasn't popping. Something didn't go right. Look, we have things happen in our life every single day. We save for rainy days. We expect our refrigerator to break down, the air to go out. That happens in life. So we don't fall over and just roll over and die just because daily things happen in our life. Why do we do that with our business? You should expect things to happen. Trent talked the other day about failure. You are going to fail. So just the way that you save and put away for a rainy day, for life, everyday happenings, the same will happen with your business. You can tell a lot about a person and how their business will grow and prosper by how they handle difficulties. So if you're able to withstand the small things, a piece of jewelry it broke or it didn't work out, or your live wasn't good, it is okay. Get up, dust yourself off, try it again. We all go through things that happen in life. No excuses. I actually made a Facebook post a few weeks ago about being your best. And I said, look in the mirror. That is your only competition. Sometimes we get so caught up, as Mandy said, in looking at other people, trying to outrank them and keep up with the Joneses, as they say. You are you. That intrinsic motivation is what should keep you going. When you have made up in your mind, this is what I want, this is where I will be, this is where I'm going to get, beating your best will come naturally. It's going to come because you're competing with yourself. You know, I look at my numbers and I look at my team's numbers every single day, and I'm comparing it month to month, day to day, because I want to do better than what I've done the day before. That has to come from within. If you don't have that thought process and that intrinsic motivation to push you forward, because that's where you want to, it starts here in the mind. It starts in the mind. So beating your best means just that, internally wanting that for you, and not because you're trying so hard to keep up with someone else or beat someone else. That's when you fail because you're too worried about what they're doing and you lose focus on yourself. So focus on you. Don't worry about that. I tell my team a lot, put those blinders up and shoot for your goal. It should be straight ahead and you should be focused on that every single day. Negativity, I definitely think that the leader has to set the standard for that. One of the things that I tell a lot of my up-and-coming leaders is to set the culture of your team. Set the culture. Be that example on the team page. My team knows negativity goes away immediately. It's deleted, it's blocked. We don't do that. And sometimes we think that some of the things that we're saying is not negative, but it creates that negativity in others' minds. So you have to be really careful of the things that you say, and you also have to be really careful of the things that you allow on your team page and to be spread. It can spread like a virus. And so, you know, I have those people too who I call the amen choir. Because some people, you ever have those people say, hey, this is happening, and is anybody else feeling like this? And even though you genuinely want an answer, all it takes is that one person to come in and bring in the rest of the negative Nancy's. Shut it down. Shut it down. You have to think positive, create a positive environment, even when you feel like it's not the best thing. We all have lost those pieces of jewelry, the new releases. We all have had things to happen, but you have to choose to look on the bright side. So negativity, there's no place in success for negativity. If you want to be successful, there's not an ounce of negativity that has place. So get rid of it. Even the little thoughts that you think does not manifest, it will manifest and spread throughout your team if you allow it.
Tell us about a moment when you realized you could truly make a difference in one life.
You know, Paparazzi really gives us a platform, has given me a platform that I never expected to be. Being an elementary school teacher, it was easy to influence the lives of 6 and 7 year olds and have fun with it. So Paparazzi has definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone and put me in a place that I never thought I would be, dealing with adults. My comfort level was children all day long. It's really only one story that kind of comes to my mind when I think about that. If some of you kind of go back memory lane with me, there used to be a song that came out called Captain Saber, right? Right, y'all know what I'm talking about. And so basically his job was to save the helpless, needy women out there. You know this song. If you don't, ask your neighbor later. So at one point, and you know, again, because you take on this leadership role, my team grew pretty quickly. And at one point I was saying to my team, look, I am not Captain Saver Consultant. I'm not. I'm gonna give you your sugar, your flour, your salt, whatever it is, but you have to bake your own cake. I'm gonna be the tool. I'm gonna be the resource that you need. Our team page is full of that. But I can't do your business and mine. I'm not Captain Saver Consultant. I can't tell you exactly what to do. You have to finagle your way through that. Well, I shared that at one of our tours we did last fall, and I said that at the tour, and next thing I knew, I received something in the mail a few weeks later, and it was a pink Superwoman cape that had Captain Saver Consultant on it. And a note from my dear sweet Papa sister Angie Murchison that said, I know you think that your job is not to save us. She said, but you, along with other consultants and leaders in the business, have saved my business. Because of you and your inspiration, it's talked me out of quitting. It's talked me out of giving up. It's pushed me to go harder. So though you feel like your job is not to save us, you save so many consultants in so many ways. And that really touched me, and I shared that with my team, and their response was the same. Ty, you are Captain Saver Consultant. You save us in ways that you don't think so. So I think that was one of the major things that hit me, that made me realize that, wow, this thing is big, and it's huge. And if God has put me here to make a difference, and so someone else can see inside of themselves what I see in them, what other people see inside of them, then I'll continue to be that inspiration and save all the consultants that I can. I just wanted to make a couple of extra $100, and that was my why. I was not interested in building a team, had no intentions of doing so. I figured if anyone joined me, sure, why not? But we wanted to bring in some additional stream of income, as most people do. That happened the first month. I hit my why my very first month in the business of making $500. So I quickly had to get a new why. So I want to let you know that if your why is not continually changing, or if you have not yet gotten to the point where it's changed yet, then you need to take a step back and say, how am I working my business? Your why should be changing. So then it went from, wanting to leave the classroom. That happened. Then it went from retiring my husband. That happened. And it's always been to where my current why is now for my boys, my 2 sons. The world is changing. Entrepreneurship is where it's at, basically. And so I always wonder, my son who's 18 just recently started a t-shirt line. And I can't help but to sit back and wonder, is that because he sat back and he's watched me the past 4 years? You know, would I have ever been able to teach him about entrepreneurship? So my why now is about my children. It's about my children because I want them to be able to live a life that they are able to live to their biggest potential, whether it's entrepreneurship or whether it's them being the best that they can be in whatever field they go into. I want them to be able to see the hard work that my husband and I have put in and also implement that with themselves. And lastly, of course, my team. No one wants to be here at the top by themselves. So I do this to continually inspire my team. I want them to have the same taste of what I have. I want them to have the same taste. So genuinely, I lead from the heart. And my why now is to see everyone else living their dreams and using paparazzi for that to make it happen. That's my why now. That's one thing a lot of people seem to struggle with, and they want to know, how do I get people on my team, and how do you attract it? One of the things that Trent says a lot is that paparazzi is not easy, but it's simple. And I think one of the things that we do is we overcomplicate the attraction, the law of attraction. We overcomplicate these things. One of the things that I talk a lot about are the 3 S's, okay? Sell it, share it, and they'll sign. Okay? Sell the jewelry. I think a lot of times we try to go too many steps ahead before we pull back to the fact that this is an inventory-based business. You have to go to the basics of selling. All of us have that beginning where we first started out, where it was just like, oh, sell the jewelry. Sell, sell, sell. My team already knows selling jewelry means you have to have inventory. One of the things I love to say with the teacher background is 50 PB is a what? D. A D. It's a D. That's minimum, right? A 70 in school is a D. That's enough just to say you passed class, you showed up. The teacher was probably tired of looking at you and say, go ahead, child, let me pass you along. That's what some of you are doing in your business. We were just introduced with pink, black, diamond. And some of us don't even want to get our 50 PB. I hope that kind of stung and stepped on some toes with these new life of the party. So you have to sell it. That's the first thing. You can't attract people to your business if you're not showing them. So that comes to the second S, share it. We say a lot in paparazzi, share your story. I like to say share your journey. People know that they come in my inbox and say, Ty, I'm having a hard time, I'm struggling, no one's joining my team. First thing I'm going to do is look at your Facebook page. What does your Facebook page look like? Or whatever social media platform you're using. Why would they want to join your team? As someone said earlier, keep it clean, keep it professional. And yes, we do want to sell, because that was my first S. That should not be the only thing that's on your page. Are you having fun? How would this help my family? How can I benefit from it? Oh, share your journey. People who have been following me for the past 4 years, when I first started, see a huge difference in where I was from day one to today, because I've shared my journey the entire time. They know it's real. They know that the things and the trips, the incentives, it's real. So sell the jewelry, share your journey, and naturally they're going to sign. They're watching. So give them a show and show them that this is where they belong. That's how you get those customers, friends, and family to join your team, by showing them what they're missing. Continue to post and share.